Tonight, you're in for a treat because I'm sharing with you an amazing, amazing true story. Um, this is about a man. His name is Monty Roberts, who owns a horse ranch in San Ysidro. I probably am not saying it correctly. I don't know if it is San Ysidro or if the Y is silent or not. Anyway, so he shares a story about a young man who was the son of an itinerant horse trainer, and he would go from stable to stable, racetrack to racetrack, farm to farm, ranch to ranch, trainers. Now, as a result, the boy's high school career was continually interrupted. And, when he was a senior, he was asked to write a paper about what he wanted to be and do when he grew up. So that night, he wrote a 7-page paper describing his goal of someday owning a horse ranch. And he wrote about his dream in great detail. And he even drew a diagram of the 200-acre ranch, showing the location of all the buildings, the stables, and the track. And then he drew a detailed floor plan for a 4,000 square foot house that would sit on a 200-acre dream ranch. He put a great deal of heart into this project. And, next day he goes to the teacher, hands the teacher the paper. And 2 days later, he receives his paper back. On the front page was a large red F with a note that read, "See me after class." So the boy with the dream went to the teacher after class and asked, "Why did I get an F?" And the teacher said, "This is an unrealistic dream for a young boy like you. You have no money. You come from an itinerant family. You have no resources. Owning a horse ranch requires a lot of money. You have to buy the land, pay for the original breeding stock, and later you'll have to pay large stud fees. There's no way you could ever do that." And then the teacher adds, "If you will rewrite this paper with a more realistic goal, I will reconsider your grade." The boy goes home, thinks about it long and hard. He talks to his dad and says, "Dad, what should I do?" And his father looks at him and says, "Son, you have to make up your own mind on this one. However, I think it's a very important decision for you." That's what the dad tells his son. So after sitting with it for some time, the boy turned in the same paper, making no changes at all. And he made a note on the paper telling the teacher, "You can keep the F, I'll keep my dream." So this gentleman, Monty Roberts, who's sharing the story with us, he says that now he has a 400 square foot house in the middle of the 200-acre horse ranch. He was the little boy. And he still has that school paper framed up on his fireplace. And the best part is that 2 summers ago, that same teacher brought 30 kids to the camp, 30 kids to the ranch to camp for 2 weeks. And when the teacher was leaving, the teacher said to Monty, "Look, Monty, I'm going to tell you this now. When I was your teacher, I was someone like a dream stealer. During those years, I stole a lot of kids' dreams, but you had enough gumption to not give up on yours." So, yes, Chris Prouty, hi, thanks for joining. This message is absolutely a priceless message. Our imagination is the mental faculty that creates the future. Don't let anyone steal yours. It's the key to creating the life we love. I love the story for that reason, because that young man had the courage to hold on to his dream. So, yeah, absolutely. No reason to let anyone steal your dream, Melissa. That is so, so true. But we have to be so in love with what we want to do, with what our dream is, that there's always going to be people who are out there who will just make their own sly remarks. But because we know what we love, we got to hold on to it and not be swayed by their comments. Beautiful. How can you find the courage? You know, Chris, that's a great question. When something inspires you, when you love something, and you're simply asking the questions, how do I move forward? Or what is the next action or next step I can take from where I am with what I have that's going to move me toward what I love? You know, courage is taking an action in spite of the fear. We are all going to have fear. Fear is going to be our friend, always around us. You know, one of the courses I teach, I say, you got to befriend your fear. What courage is taking action in spite of the fear. Because fear comes only when we are stepping beyond our comfort zone. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Yes, yes. I am a consultant and I teach transformational principles. And I would love to have a conversation with you. And I would love to give you an opportunity to get in touch with me. And the best way to get in touch with me is get on my calendar at meetsandhya.com. Sandhya is my first name. And I will put that in the comments as well as in the description, meetsandhya.com. And in our conversation, I teach several strategies and I will give you the strategy that's going to support you in moving forward in the direction of what's important to you, what you would love to create in your life. So yes, that's the best way to get in touch with me. Yes, Melissa, fear is our friend. Just that mindset shift, that fear is our friend, if we just keep reminding us that, reminding ourselves that just really shifts how we navigate life with fear on our side. Just having that little shift in our mindset about what fear is. Yes. Thank you. Doing it anyways. That's right. Yes, I love the story of this horse ranch. You got to have enough gumption. I love what the teacher says to Monty after many, many, many years. So yes, each one of you inspire me, Melissa. You are living your, and of course, Chris Proudy, thank you for who you are and what you provide to us. Thank you, everyone. And until next time, again, to get in touch with me, it's meetsandhya.com. All right, good night.